morning. Still in St. Lucia. I say still, it wouldn't make any difference to you guys, but I'm in St. Lucia. I'm in an area called Mont du Cap, the very, very north of the island. There's a drone flying overhead if you can hear it buzzing. Now, you may be able to see Martinique in the distance. Should be able to see it. I can just about see it. Maybe you have to zoom in. Either way, let us push on. We are in Mont du Cap. This house here is called Villa Mandaris. Villa Mandaris is on half an acre of land. It's 2 homes of 3 bedrooms. One is the main house, one is a cottage. The joyous thing here, if joyous is an actual word, joyous thing here is that you get all the benefits of being on Mont du Cap without having to pay any HOA fees, because it was the first house here and it just topographically got included into the Mont du Cap development, as opposed, because that's where its access point was. Long story short, you avoid the $1,000 a month, but you get all the benefits of the road being looked after for you, the lights, the trees outside being trimmed, and of course 24-hour security. So I walked in here, I fell in love with this place, but I'm a bit like that. Every house I look at, I go, my favorite home. My favourite home is still Villa Tamarind, but this is very special. In terms of location, I would rather be here than Villa Tamarind. If any of you have been watching the videos over the last few days, you'll know that the weather has been awful. The Villa Tamarind video, I actually had to do in the pouring rain, which was kind of cool. I was a bit worried that the camera wouldn't make it through, but it was kind of cool. Right, let's have a look at the cottage. Cottage isn't in as good a condition or as big, if you like, as the main house. Oh, I'm searching for words again. So this is old style French Caribbean, beautiful, beautiful ceilings, tertiary colours, all very light, very rustic feel to it. I must say, when I build my house in the Caribbean, I keep arguing this is how I'm going to build it. I mean, you can't really fault the view. You just can't fault the view, he says, fiddling with the camera in the wrong direction. Pool's below us. Have a quick glimpse at that. And coming up, the green you see in there is over the trees. I have that problem in a house in Barbados, where in heavy rain, whatever it is from the tree basically falls into the pool. So that in 2 minutes will be blue again once it gets shocked with the first treatment of chlorine. And these tiles, I've been harping on about them the last few days. Again, that won't mean anything to you guys, but wonderful rustic look. It just feels so right. It's ageless, absolutely ageless. And the bathroom, of course, is split from the main bedroom, but has left the air holes on the top so it doesn't get too hot. Something else I've been harping on about recently. The old school way of building here, 1 out of wood, keeps homes cooler, and 2, with the air gaps over each room, or as much as one can do, the air can flow. And the art of getting rooms to be a little bit cooler in the Caribbean is to have air flowing. You can't just open a window. But look at this, look at this is something my father used to go on about, the different roof lines. I mean, look at this. This hasn't been painted. They've left it au naturel. It's just gorgeous. You walk out here, the feeling of, you step down 2 steps and then you have that. Just waiting for it to focus there, guys. Sorry. Absolutely stunning. So, look at the other bedroom, which actually I don't think I walked into. Oh, no, I did. They've even left it, again, there's a fine dividing line between rustic and what the English would call naff. This is rustic. They've even put bamboo up here, bamboo poles to put the mosquito netting. All the windows open to create Juliet balconies. Thankfully, they've got something there to stop me falling down, because I would just be plotted up there all day long looking at the view. Again, stunning bathroom. Small, but just delicious. I know people love modern now, but I must say I find this very special. Fan's a little noisy, but only a little noisy. Right, going down the stairs now, stating the bloody obvious, to the kitchen and the living area. Again, look at these security grills here. You know, they got the metal monkey, if you like, the monkey face above, if you guys can figure that one out. My partner over here could not figure that one out, but I'm sure you can. I mean, it's just done so well. He calls it French Creole style. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's absolutely right. I just think it's delicious. Clever way of describing something that you can't taste. Delicious. Very odd. But it even comes with an island in the middle. It's great. It's absolutely great. Anyway, we push on. We push on. I leave the great or the not so great to you guys. Little dining area outside. All covered, but you're outdoors. You're constantly outdoors. I'm in the middle of the house, if you like, and I'm completely outdoors. I love it. I love it. Other homes you go to, the fans have got to be on, the air conditioning's got to be on. Just stunning. Right, we've seen 2 bedrooms. There's a 3rd bedroom all the way downstairs. My least favourite room, but that's probably because no one's been here in a while, and it just needs a little bit of, sorry about that reflection. That's the glass panel to the shower, which I'll point out in a moment. Again, this wood, tertiary colours, the bamboo for the mosquito netting. Of course, you guys could change it. You could come in here. This could be super modern if you wanted to go that route. That could be all glass. This could be all glass. This, effectively, you've created a wet room here, but that could all be changed up. You know, this could all be glass, so you could be having a shower while looking at the view. You can anyway, because these louvers, of course, move. Angle. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Sadly, the bad weather is coming again. It's so frustrating. And I'm going to go out the front door to give you the proper effect. That's storage in there, I'm told, so I'm not going to go shuffling in there. So we're going to see, this is where we came in. And then the main house. Oh, me, I left the door opened. It's nice and breezy up here. This is Gertrude, everyone. Gertrude's a housekeeper. She said she always wanted to be on TV. There's your moment, Gertrude, your 15 minutes of fame. All storage and laundry down that way. We won't worry about that too much. Let's have a look at the kitchen here. This is their take on modern Caribbean, you see. And I think it works. Again, you could go even more modern, and I do love this, where other people would just have a window at the end. They've created they've put in 2 glass panels there. The end is open, the airflow still comes in, but you get plenty of light in here. Gonna have another peek at the view, and then I'm gonna go back round again. I mean, that's fairly insane, isn't it? That's the Royalton, I believe, down there. Cruise ship. I will show you in the distance. The thing where you see the 2 peaks in the distance was an island called Pigeon Island. It's now Pigeon Point. On the other side of those hills is Windjammer, but it's another bay away. Rodney Bay Marina and Rodney Bay in the distance. The red roof, the taller buildings is Rodney Bay proper. With the shopping and the groceries and the restaurants. So many restaurants now, new Japanese restaurants popping up. Fantastic stuff. Outdoor dining, covered terrace, but let's go back in through the kitchen and then I want to walk you through. Oh, and there's the famous Gertrude. Again, use of tertiary colour and sponge painting. I mean, I'm just commenting on what's here already, but obviously anyone who moves in here will either love it or will change it. Not a bad idea to have those covered, especially we're south southwest facing here. So it can get hot. The sun can beat down through glass, there's no question about it. West Coast homes in Barbados really suffer from that sort of 2:30 to 4 o'clock sun. Now, look at this. Nice high ceilings. There's a fan up there as well. You just saw the edges of the fan. I don't need to tilt my head all the way back up there. Again, everything done to make it look fairly pretty. The birds and the little, what I call the gingerbread markings, they have it all over the Caribbean. When they cut wood along eaves, they put these little gingerbread markings. Walking out to this terrace that we just looked at, apparently all this wood's being pulled up, stripped down, varnished again. Very wide planks, so that's noticeable. Pool below you, as you can see, twinkling in the distance. And again, a beautiful view. I was saying to my partner, yesterday was pouring rain, which made it quite interesting. Grey makes it very dull. This morning we got quite a nice contrast. Sadly, you don't get quite the view you'd want. You just don't. Very, very bad. But never mind, we are where we are. These markings on the roof are just when the wood went up, the sap was still bleeding, I think is the right phrase. So, good sized living room. Breezy as anything here, more security doors here. So the security here is absolutely fine. So more security doors here, very much a almost modular in the way it's designed. Bedrooms on one side, living area on the other. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This pool, not huge, but you would sit in there, you'd feel like you're in your oasis, surrounded by those trees. I'm not going to go down there, otherwise the video is going to go on and on and on. A bit like me. 4-poster bed in this bedroom, with a secondary bed below. Why am I pointing at it? Let me walk around it, for goodness sake. So I'll walk all the way through. Again, the rustic tiling, very cute, very Caribbean. And anyone who knows about me and harping on about Ian Morrison, there's a perfect example of the sort of thing that he used to do. This is not an Ian Morrison house, but the different shaped windows, I think really does make a big difference. Just adds a certain style to it. So there's that secondary bed I mentioned earlier. There's the door we came in through, of course, and your 4-poster bed with mosquito netting. This house rents. He rents this house out because it's ready to rent. The other one, the guest cottage, not yet. I think there are fairly decent earnings with the rentals here from what I've just been told, but I don't like to comment on financials because they can change so quickly and I might be wrong. I mean, look at this even. You're sitting inside. Who needs glass? You don't need glass. The only time you need glass in the Caribbean, in truth, is if you're facing the windward side and the rain comes in, you know? That's about it. So here you've got this lovely landing, bedroom to the right, bedroom to the left. You come up the landing and you just go, oh, look at that. So it is a really, really charming home. Let's have a look in this room again. Pretty much a carbon copy of what goes on below. What goes on below? What goes on in the bedroom below? The same layout. Makes a lot of sense to do the same layout. Same window that I was chattering about a moment ago. Same glass. Glass window that I was chatting about. And the same Juliet balconies that I mentioned earlier. So there's a consistency to the house in architectural design. But the rooms are very different. If it's by colour, see this one for instance has got the bamboo again as opposed to the, I mean I suppose some people go, oh it's just trying to be cheap. Well, yeah, possibly, but by God it works. Just got to stop here and look. Fabulous home, Absolutely fabulous home. This will be the main or the master bedroom. More size to this one. It's got its own private patio. Has a different design, of course, a bed. It's not so much the Juliet balconies here, but you're looking out across the rooftops. There's a certain vibe to that as well, you know. There really is. And I must say, it does feel very French. Being half French, my partner said, oh, it'll be right up your Strasse. I said, apparently you can't say Strasse. It's a war thing. I'm going to get in trouble for that. I know I am. Look at these tiles. It's just gorgeous. Twin sinks. I'm not even going to do the joke. Or am I? His and his, hers and hers. This, actually, funny enough, although it looks like quite a old school shower and what have you, it does have a certain rustic charm. The shower head, yes, possibly a little heavy, little old. But the wonderful thing here is you can get into this. In Barbados, you always have to smash through tiles. It's changing bit by bit. We're using recesses, but you always have to smash through tiles to rejig anything. This one, I'm sure this is due to be covered up, but this is just a piece of wood, and you are into the plumbing area. I think I just avoided the mirror. I think I did. And again, the view says it all. Villa Mandaris, we are hoping, we really are hoping that you will be able to get all the details off the screen. If you cannot get all the details off the screen, the details that take you, a copy-paste URL, will take you directly to the details of this particular property. And I'm happy to say it's one of many beautiful homes there are in St. Lucia. And this one has added advantage of being in the rental area, stunning view, north of the island, which at the moment seems to be flavour of the month for most people. And you get all the advantages of the added security and the paid road and the paid electric in the common areas. At zero cost. Thank you very much for watching.